Guys, today let's talk about philosophy. If you break down the word philosophy, it means the love of wisdom. Philosophy is the study of general and fundamental problems concerning matters such as existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. And today I'll be talking about two of the most famous philosophers, Plato and Aristotle. Plato was born in Athens about 2400 years ago. He was one of the most famous philosophers during the classical period in ancient Greece. He is the founder of academy, which is the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. He devoted his life to help getting people to a state he termed eudaimonia, the fulfillment of life. In his masterpiece, Book 7 of the Republic, he mentioned a story that's called the allegory of the cave. There's a prisoner in the cave since the day they're born, and they know nothing about the outside world. The cave is dark with dim light. The prisoner is fixed and chained so they cannot move their head. There's a wall projecting shadows of puppets that have different shapes and made with different material. And that's all they know and believe. One day, one of the prisoners is free, able to see people holding up these puppets. What he's seeing is different from the shadow that he used to see. He got confused and left the cave. The sunlight dazzled his eyesight. As he adjusts his eyesight, he finally sees what's around him. Trees, mountains, rivers, animals, and other people. At night, he can see the stars. And as he completely adjusts his eyesight and finally look at the sun directly, he would understand that the sun is the ultimate light source for everything to show their true form, and shadows are just illusions. He went back to the cave and tried to illustrate others by telling his experience, but they resist to leave the cave because as they get closer to the sunlight, their eye got hurt. They tried to kill him for hurting their eyes. He left the cave, but he went back again because he need to bring them out of darkness. Even he has to put himself in dangers. The meaning of this story is trying to pass a message that at the beginning we are all imprisoned in a cave that is full of information that is not true. Some of us was able to reach the truth by going out the cave, while most of us refuse to accept the truth. And the enlightened people has the responsibility to illustrate others, even though it's hard. Aristotle is Plato's student. Along with Plato, he is considered the father of the Western philosophy. Different from Plato, he is a realist, stating that truth can be reached in our real life. The virtue theory of Aristotle is an ethical theory that emphasizes an individual's character, rather than following a set of rules. If a person is virtuous, he will do good things effortlessly. His virtue ideas propose that being virtue is finding the golden mean of something, finding the balanced sweet spot of two extremes. Here's some example. Courage, temperance, and patience. These are the golden means of action or feeling. Being virtue means doing the right thing towards the right people with the right amount at the right time. For example, if you see a building on fire and the fire is spreading rapidly, what's your option? Or I should say, what will courageous people do? Well, since being courageous is putting yourself in danger for a good cause, will a courageous person go fight a fire on his own? Of course not. That's called reckless, the excess of courage. and the deficiency of courage is called cowardice. The courageous move is called for help instead of going straight to the fire. A courageous person will assess the situation and make moves based on his ability. Another big idea of Aristotle is political science. He stated that political science is the ultimate good for human society. In his book 1 of Nicomachean Athens, he states this: every skill and every inquiry, and similarly every action and rational choice, is thought to aim at some good. And so the good has been aptly described as that at which everything aims. But it is clear that there is some difference between ends. Some ends are activities, while others are products, which are additional to the activities. In case where there are ends additional to the actions, the products are by their nature better than the activities. But why does he think that political science is the best for human society? He explained this in his chapter 2. Knowledge of the good would seem to be the concern of the most authoritative science, the highest master of science, and this is obviously the science of politics, because it lays down which of the science there should be in the city, and which each class of person should learn up to what level. It means political science will create a balanced government that will help the city to reach the ultimate good, since all activity and products are aiming for good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and understand some basic ideas from Plato and Aristotle. I'll see you guys next time.